on feminism. Being a feminist to me is representing all people because, we're all about being equal. In my mind, a feminist is being equal, a balance. It's to care for everybody, not just themselves. They're not just representing themselves as a female. They're representing all of humanity because it helps all of humanity by being equal. And I understand a lot of things that non-feminists are saying, like, the extremes that most people go to, but in all groups there's extreme women. Just like in religions, there's extreme people in those religions as well. And everybody believes differently. And being a feminist to me is not a man-hating thing. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate men. And even one of my friends said that I'm a happy lesbian, the happiest lesbian he's ever met. Because usually, lesbians are all grumpy and stuff, the ones that he's met. But anyway, and that's not to put down, angry lesbians or, other lesbians, but it was a compliment. I took it as a compliment because I think progressively. I think in a forward motion way, as in, like, I've always said this. I've always said and thought and believed in that taking away a man's or a boy's right to express his emotions is like rape. It's raping him of his emotions, his rights to express himself. And I've always been against that. I've always thought that that was wrong. Society has trained us, once again, to be a certain way and to treat our men and boys in a certain way. And I've always thought that that was horrible. Another point, they have a problem with, like, chick flicks, say for instance. To me, a lot of guys don't like watching it because it trains women to have this idea of men and how to put women way above them and to give up everything in their dreams for them. It teaches them to, a lot of them, not all of them, I'm not saying all of them, just saying that those kind of situations is that you have to look at the full spectrum. You have to look at the whole pie, the whole thing. Analyze it, break it down, separate it, and come to your own conclusion. But if you're not going to look at the whole thing and just bitch about one side of the thing, which that's what I see a lot of feminists doing nowadays, we're just getting on this rampage that's not making any sense anymore. It's just muddying together. So it looks like we're on this, crazed witch bitch tantrum that, we're throwing, but we are trying to make a point as feminists, but there's certain things that we're losing along the way. We cannot lose respect for males. We cannot lose respect for ourselves. We cannot lose respect for everybody else that has different opinions, different than ours, because then we'll turn into them. We'll turn into the beast that we're fighting against. And we don't want to do that. In order to be a true feminist, in my eyes, and many other people's eyes, you have to represent everybody. Look at the whole picture. Don't man-hate. Stand up. Don't be afraid to stand up and fight for your rights. But don't turn into the monster that you're fighting against. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people found it absurd about the feminist march after the day of Valentine's or whatever, or whenever it happened. I wish I was there, but I just didn't have my pussy outfit costume ready. You know, a lot of people are like looking down upon that, but they're trying to make a statement with that. And a lot of people are not getting it. You know, I think that they stood up and did that march for numerous reasons. And I think one of them is that the president of the United States, that wasn't a president at the time when he made the statement, is that I can do whatever I want, just grab him by the pussy. When that was said, it's like, that was so vulgar and so blunt and so just, oh God, it's just chauvinistic. And I think that a lot of people had a problem with that. And because of that, that march was the outcome of that statement. So we've never had anything like that ever. And I think that, you know, he keeps bragging about himself over and over again, which is fucking boring. You know, and you know what they say about people that brag about themselves and have to constantly boost themselves up is that they don't have any confidence in themselves, and it's weak. It's a sign of weakness because he has an insecurity, so he has to constantly boost himself up, which is a very unattractive quality in a person. So, you know, he's right. It's unlike any other. He's a show. It's like watching a car accident happen. You can't help but watch it. You know, and we're getting new things happening, like the feminist march. That's new. We've never had anything like that because we've never had to fight against the monster of this caliber before. And you guys all have a different opinion, and it's great, and it's cheery and wonderful. That's what makes America awesome, is that you have the right to express yourself without getting your head chopped off, getting killed. That's awesome, you know? You should be thankful for that every day, you know? And really think about it. People are dying to get to America, even before Trump. Trump didn't make this country great and isn't going to make it great because it's already great without him. And to say anything otherwise, I think, in my opinion, is unpatriotic because people are dying to get here. And I've been to those countries. I've been to third world countries to where and I've been around the people that are trying to get to America. They would die to get here. People have died to get here. And they say how much they love America. They love America even more than their own country. And sometimes I thought, there was moments where I thought, while I was in their presence, is that this thought came through my head is, wow, they love America even more than I do. Because look at their sacrifices that they're making. Look at the tests they have to go through to become a legal citizen. Look at all the stuff. You know, and even being illegal, you know, people are dying to get to America. That makes us great. They're doing this during our deficit. During our worst point, people are doing it and still living in America. That's what makes us great. Not Trump. Trump's not going to make us great again. You know who else said that? Hitler said that. He wanted to make Germany great again. Let's not bring up Russia. That's another whole topic there. But anyway, stay feminists. Being a feminist is not a bad word. They're trying to make it a bad word. They're trying to victim blame, you know, because, you know, society's good at that. Pink is for girls and blue is for boys. They've trained people to believe that. They trained our men and boys not to have any emotions. They raped them of it. That's horrible. Which created this sick sense of humor because they can't express themselves, so they express them in different ways, which turns out to be sick sense of humor. Some of them, not all of them.